Graders, we are going to continue to review and think about contractions. Remember, yesterday we talked about how when something contracts, it gets smaller. When something expands, it gets bigger. So think about a rubber band and how when you pull it, you're expanding it. But then when you snap it back together, it is contracting and getting smaller. That's exactly what is happening when we use contractions. We take two words and then we get rid of some of the letters and we shrink it down to make it smaller. And this makes saying it and writing it a lot faster and quicker, or faster and easier for us. So today I have a lot of our contractions, and I added some other contractions that are not in our spelling words, but they do follow the same pattern of our is, have, and are. So what we're going to see today is our large expanded two words, we have. Now remember, when you have a have, you get rid of the H and the A, and then you make our new contraction, weave. It goes from having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters to having only 4 letters, weave. Okay? So if we take that idea and we apply it to they have. Again, we get rid of the H and A and contract it and make it smaller and make it into they've. So we have or weave, they've. The next one, I want you to think about this one. We have you have. What would that contraction be when you take away the H and the A? Say it really loud. Yep, it's you've. You have is the same as you've. And then let's do one more of our have. So again, you're going to do this out loud. So we have I have. Say the new contraction really loud. I've. So you take away the H and the A, you replace it with apostrophe, and you have a VE. Now, we know that we can also take the contraction are. So for example, we have you are, like you are a nice friend. Then we just take away that A and we make your. We replace the A with an apostrophe and then have our RE, your. So this one, we go from, again, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 letters down to 5 letters. So we're making it smaller. So the next one is we are. What would the contraction be for this? Say it really loud. Yep, you're right. We're. We apostrophe RE. We're happy to see you. The next one, they are. Say it nice and loud. What will the contraction be? There. They are is the same as there. And then the last contractions that we have been working on this week are contractions that have is in them, okay? So like who is? Who is your neighbor? Who is? The I goes away and we replace it with a contraction and it's whose. Whose is the same as who is. So we know that if we see this in a book, it means who is. Our next one, this is not a spelling word, but I think we could apply it to what we're doing. What is? Now, what would this be if I were to make it into contraction? Say it really loud. Follows the same rule. The I goes away and we replace it with an apostrophe, and it's what's. What's your name? What is your name and what's your name? Then we have it is. Okay, say it really loud. What would the contraction be? It's. The I goes away. It's replaced with our apostrophe, and then we have an S for it's. All right, 2 more. She is. Say it really loud. She's. The I gets replaced with our apostrophe, and it's she's. She's a good friend. She is a good friend. She's a good friend. And our last one, he is. Say it really, really loud. He's my brother, or he is my brother. So today, first grade, we took our expanded words, our 2 words, and then we contracted them down into a contraction to make them smaller. And remember, people often use contractions when they're speaking because it's faster and easier to say. And a lot of times people also use them in their writing to save time as well. So you are going to go to your seesaw and you are going to do your activity today. Today, you do not need to print. What you're going to be doing is you're going to use the little arrow, the little pointer actually, and you're going to be dragging and dropping your contractions over the two words that they represent. And then you're going to practice reading the reading passage. So there's no need to print your seesaw activity today, okay? So I will see you guys later. Go ahead to seesaw and practice your contractions. Bye, first grade.